Hi all, thanks for joining me on my channel. It's Brock here. You can see I dyed my hair because of this stupid coronavirus. I'm a little peeved right now because last week it was all fun and games. Like, oh my god, it'd be so amazing to go off school. Now it actually happened and it's a little annoying because I can't hang out with my friends. Everybody's stuck inside and it's just really pissing me off. And I was really looking I really want some of my friends I'm getting closer with now, and this just puts us back in our friendship, which is really just annoying. And this whole coronavirus was I feel like it was planned because Space Jam planned a virus to take over basically the world, it sounds like, and The Simpsons planned, or not planned, but they inferred basically that these things would happen, and The Simpsons inferred a quarantine over the world or the United States, I'm not sure. But it's if you can infer that something's gonna happen, shouldn't and it's gonna be something bad, shouldn't you take steps prior to fix it? Or the creators of these shows linked to our governments, which are all planning to do this on purpose, so that way we can decrease the population in certain countries. It started out in China because China's really overpopulated, so maybe that's why it started there. Have you ever thought about that? It's just so weird that you this would happen just so abruptly. There's no real answer for it, and it's not it's the flu, but it's 10 steps above that, and it's just crazy how fast it's escalating. And the measures we're taking, one day prom's canceled or postponed, balls postponed, and all these things keep getting postponed, and the next day it's something totally different. Now we're shutting down public events, and now we're taking this down, and then we're taking this. Okay, now we're gonna close certain businesses. Now you all or first it's then you have anybody at this age and up stay in your houses, don't leave, try not to leave at all, use services, use delivery, cook yourself, and don't leave your house as much as possible. Then the next day nobody is allowed to leave their house. Why? If you saw something was gonna happen, shouldn't you fix it before it actually gets out viral? Why did this have to be happening right now? It's so obnoxious, and I feel really bad for all the seniors and juniors because their prom and ball has been postponed, and who knows when that's gonna happen. Could happen next year, could happen right before they go off to college. You don't know. And we're trying the best, because I'm in leadership, just FYI, and we're trying to the best to figure it out when we can put it, but we have no the virus could totally just disappear tomorrow. You have no idea what's happening. This video might not even I might have not wanted to do this. I could have just been told I could be in a a lab right now, and somebody could have just been people somebody could have just dropped the virus in it. So oh, let's see what happens if we insert a virus. How will people react? You don't know if you're in a lab or not. Sure, studies may shown that this is you're not, but the thing is, maybe those studies that are shown are just hiding up the truth. You'll never know if you are actually living reality, or this is a utopian society, and who knows what the other world would be like, and why we have LGBTQ and stuff, and everybody, and it's just that could be another insert, and why we have certain races and social differences and politics. These could be all things to they're somebody we could be 100 years back, 1,000 years back, you don't know, and they could be just doing experiments on us, if they have that technology. I literally not saying this is true, but you never know what is true, because how are you supposed to know if you're connected to a thing if you can't turn something off, so it's honestly just low-key annoying right now with all this stuff. Nobody if you saw it coming, why don't you stop it? Okay, maybe we are in a lab, and maybe we are being told what to do, and we're different actions are being put in our universe. I'm trying to think, for instance, hurricanes or earthquakes. They get put like, oh, let's see how, like, what happens, like, how people react to it. Oh, now let's just put stress in there and let's see how that takes over. Oh, let's like add depression to these people's lives. Like, I, I don't, I don't know what to say. Like, especially if they're doing tests on this like stuff. Like, wouldn't you think they'd already be like, if we're in a lab, don't you think this stuff would already be like tested out and stuff? And like, can't you do like human interaction? Like, I'm not saying we are in a lab, but like, that's one thing to think about is you have no idea how this started, how things become like popular, how TikTok, for instance, maybe they could have inserted an app like Vine that they inserted already before, insert in another app, see if it goes viral. Like, you don't know how these things start. Like, TikTok is just another app. But no, people take it like it's up there. It's literally over people get over 1 million views. It's like maybe hitting like YouTube level like of craziness. But like it's just like why, like how does this stuff happen? It's all like word of mouth and like people just like tell people different things. Maybe they're studying word of mouth right now. You never know. Word of mouth is basically like because there's like advertising where you see it like oh like on Instagram or on Snapchat like they had ads, but then like word like supposedly word of mouth is better because it's like human like interaction and like that's and better for like advertising and stuff and like so like with the coronavirus like it could have been talked about and then somebody was like oh like yeah we should totally put this on like you never know if our head like of the governments like got together and like, okay, we need to make some in one of these labs. We should put it in China. We should make a virus that's gonna kill people and like we can't fix. Da, 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 da. You don't know how it started, and you don't know if somebody's like covering it up. So we really don't know. Like you have no idea how it got started. I don't know. You don't know. Scientists don't even know at this point. It sounds like somebody could have ate that soup for all we know. I read an article saying that a chick in China like took a sample of a bat from like a cave, brought it back to a lab and was doing tests on it. And like that's how it got out. And she created this virus, like took it from it was a virus from a bat and it got spread out. Like you don't honestly know how it started. Like you have no idea. Maybe like that was a plan that this lady went and got the cell and let it out on accident. You have no idea. I don't know. Like just stuff. This is just crazy. And like if it was like known to be happening, why did it have to happen? You know? And it's just really frustrating. Like I I don't even know what to say. Anyways, thanks for joining me today. And this is my first video in a really long time, I know. Make sure you subscribe, like, and follow me on Instagram, BroxterU. Follow me on TikTok, BroxterU. Like my videos on TikTok, yeah, like my posts, yeah. Anyways, thanks so much for joining me. I hope to see you next time on my channel. Next video hopefully be coming out shortly, I hope. Give you another update on the coronavirus in my opinion. Thanks.